Just take down a problem. A cone of base diameter 40 millimeter. A cone of base diameter 40 millimeter and axis length 50 millimeter. Axis length 50 millimeter is resting on HP. Is resting on HP on a point on the circumference of the base. On a point on the circumference of its base such that its apex is at 40 millimeters above HP. 40 millimeters above HP, and its top view of the axis is inclined at 60 degrees to VP. Draw the top and front views of the solid. Draw the top and front views of the solid. Also determine the inclinations of the axis. Also determine the inclinations of the axis when the base is nearer to the observer. When the base is nearer to the observer. Yeah. So this is a problem on a cone. So basically a cone is a solid of revolution formed by a right angle triangle. Okay, so here a cone, when you are starting with a cone, its top view will be always been a circle of a given radius, a given diameter, base diameter of 40 millimeter. So circle, the cone will always have. So when you just observe from the top, when you rest it on the HP, and when you observe it from the top, it looks like a circle. Okay, so therefore the top view of a cone will be always a circle of the base diameter. So in this case, the base diameter is 40 millimeters and the axis length is 50 millimeter. So therefore, the top view of a cone, you have to draw a circle of 40 millimeter diameter. Okay, and similarly, how we discussed for a circular lamina, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Okay, 8 equal parts. So once you divide it, then you have to project it for the front view. So in the front view, so the cone will have an apex. It is a solid of revolution, right? So therefore, so just draw the vertical projectors from the each point till the xy line. From the axis, the projector line which you are drawing from the axis, which is having a length of, the axis length is 50 millimeters. From the xy line, measure 50 millimeters for the axis length. So mark a point as a O dash, which represents an apex of a cone. Okay, then you join a line, or you draw a line from O dash to the last point, that is last corresponding point on the either side of the axis, which is A dash this side and E dash this side. So please don't join any other points over here. Only these are called the generators or end generators. It is a surface. There is no edge. There is no corner in the case of a cone. It is a surface. So therefore, when you observe, you can see only the end generators. Only two lines should be there, which will correspond to the end generators. Of course, the base you have to join with the continuous line. So this is the front view of a cone, having a base diameter 40 millimeter and axis length 50 millimeter resting on HP. Now what it says is it is resting on HP on one of its circumference of the base such that its apex is at 40 millimeters above HP. So now you have to tilt the cone such that it is resting on one of its point on a circumference such that its apex is 40 millimeters above HP. So how do we do that is, so first what you have to do in the second position, at the beginning of the second position, so from the XY line, measure 40 millimeters above the XY line. So draw one locus line there, thin locus line. So measure 40 millimeters above the XY line, draw one horizontal line, very thin line. Okay, that is called a locus line. Now what you do is, so you mark a point on the circumference of the cone, which is E dash. Mark E dash on the XY line. Okay, mark E dash on the XY line. So take a compass, measure O dash and E dash from the initial position front view. So measure the length of this one of the end generator, which is O dash and E dash. Measure with a compass. Now taking the center as E dash on the second position front view with the radius equal to O dash and E dash, you cut the locus line which is 40 millimeters above the XY line. Okay, center as E dash and radius equal to O dash and E dash, you draw an arc which cuts the locus line which is 40 millimeters above the XY line. Got it? Now join the point, or just mark that point as O dash, where that arc intersects or cuts the locus line. Mark it as O dash and join O dash and E dash. Thick continuous line. Thick continuous line. So now what we have done is we have tilted the cone in such a way that the apex is 40 millimeters above HP. 40 millimeters above HP. Then you complete the second position front view by just transferring all the points over there and just completing just like a triangle over here. This is how we will going to complete the second position front view, satisfying the condition that the apex of the cone is 40 millimeters above HP. Okay, now you have to measure the angle of the axis. At what angle the axis is inclined with respect to HP. So this is the theta what they have shown. So you have to measure that angle. Okay, so that angle you will going to get it as 26 degrees. 26 degrees you will going to get it. You just measure it, you are going to get 26 degrees. Now draw the projectors from each point and you have to get the second position top view. So second position top view, so you will going to get the cone which is a base which is looking like an ellipse because you are observing from the top. So the base is a circular. The circle in the top view, it is looking like a ellipse over here and the point E1 dash. So this portion of the ellipse is an invisible portion for us. Okay, so the remaining portion will be a continuous thick line. So now and P1 dash, this is the axis what we're going to get it. Okay, so now this is the second position top view. Now what the question on the satisfy condition what we satisfy is its top view of the axis is inclined at 60 degrees to VP. So now there is no question of beta angle here. It said the top view of the axis is inclined 60 degrees to VP. So draw a 60-degree line with respect to VP in the third position. Okay. So on that third position, so you mark this O dash and P dash. The length of O dash and P dash. So now with that as a reference, you have to transfer entire the second position front view to the third position. So you can take construct with the enclose with a box, or what with method with that you are discussed in the transferring the circular laminas in the same position. You can transfer it and then complete the third position top view. Okay, so once you get this, then you just project it for the final front view. So cones are relatively easier, but only thing is transferring the points in the case of an ellipse or a circle, it takes time. Rest of things, there is no edge, no corner, so it will be a little bit easier. So now, so complete base is visible in the front view. So therefore you can see the complete base of the cone is visible in the front view. Okay, then rest is joined with the end generators. Okay, so this is what we call it as the cone. Very simple problems we're going to getting on cones. Of course, cones are also asked in your exam, so no need to neglect the cones also. So this is the problem on a cone. There is another one problem will be there on cone. Just go back. Yeah. So this is a problem which on what we call it as a beta angle problem. A cone of 50 millimeter base diameter and 60 millimeter axis length. A cone of 50 millimeter base diameter and 60 millimeter axis length rests on HP on one of its generators. Draw its projections when the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. When the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. A cone of 50 millimeter base diameter and 60 millimeter axis length rests on HP on one of its generators. Draw its projections when the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Yeah. Same procedure here. So construct a top view of a cone, which is a circle of diameter, base diameter they have given 50 millimeter. So construct with the circle of 50 millimeter diameter circle. Okay, so divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Okay, then project it for the front view. So in the front view, you will be having an axis length. Axis length is given as 60 millimeter. So measure 60 millimeter from the XY line. Above the XY line, mark the point O dash. From O dash, join to the corresponding end lines or end points. That is end points on the circumference. One is A dash, another one is D dash. So join those two things. So this corresponds to the front view of a cone, which is 60 millimeter axis length with 50 millimeter diameter. So O dash is called an apex of a cone. Now what it says is resting on HP on one of its generators. One of its generators. So therefore what you have to do is one of the generators is O dash and A dash, or O dash and D dash. Now we have to tilt the cone in such a way that the one of its generators, that is O dash and A dash, should be lying on the HP or lying on the X line. So what we do here is you're going to tilt completely A dash and O dash. Draw mark A dash on the XY line. Measure what is the length of O dash and A dash. So just similarly mark it on the XY line. Join O dash and A dash with a thick continuous line. So we are satisfying the condition that the cone is resting on one of its end generators. Okay, so now take the corresponding distances using a compass and complete the entire track, the front view of a cone. So measure A dash and D dash, and A dash and O dash is already known. So O dash and D dash, A dash and D dash, and O dash and D dash. So join that and transfer the corresponding points on the front view. So now you just go ahead with the corresponding front views or top views, sorry. So draw the vertical projectors from the each point and corresponding horizontal projectors. Okay, then mark the points first. Mark the points, and then when you are observing from the top, the base is visible as in the form of an ellipse, circle looking like an ellipse. So join all those 8 points with a smooth curve. Don't join with a line or join with a scale. So join those points. It is a circle looking like an ellipse. Okay, so ellipse should have a continuous smooth curve. Okay, join those things, and of course join the end generators with a continuous thick line. So since entire base is visible in the top view, so entire line, that is ellipse having its circumference, should be drawn with a continuous thick line only. Okay, so in the second position you are satisfying that the cone is resting on one of its end generators. So that is what we are showing here. It has O dash and A dash. O dash and A dash is one of the end generator, and it is resting on one of its end generator. Okay, this is the condition what we have satisfied. Now what we have to do is move to the third position, where he says the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. So what happens in this case here is, so when the cone is tilted such that one of its end generators is resting on the XY line or on HP, the length of the axis, look at here, O dash and O1 dash. O dash and O1 dash is also inclined to HP, and when you are observing from the top, the length of the axis will also be reduced, or it has been diminished. Okay, so in that position, if we tilt the cone in such a way that the axis makes an angle of 30 degrees with respect to VP, then we have to go for a beta angle method. Okay, the procedure will remain same how we discussed for the previous beta angle problems in the case of a solid, same procedure. So what you have to do, first you draw a line for 30 degrees. Okay, 30-degree line. Then on the 30-degree line, mark O. Okay, measure what is the actual length of the axis, O1. Okay, so then from O1 draw a parallel line which called as okay. Now measure the length of the axis from the second position top view with O as a center, and cut an arc and join O and that arc where it intersects the locus line. Join that. That is the actual axis what we're supposed to get. Okay. Now project it back to measure what is the beta angle for that. So you're going to get 33 degrees for this beta angle. Okay. Now with this as a reference, O and O1, which is a line with joining with a beta angle, that will represent the reference for us to construct or to transfer the second position front view, sorry, top view to the third position. So entire second position top view will be reproduced on this third position top view with the reference as O and O1. I think you are clear, right? So now just completing this, project it, draw the projector lines. Draw the projector lines. Okay. So after drawing the projector lines, then we will go into get the final front view. So look at this final front view over here. So the end projector, one of the end projector is O dash and A dash. O dash and A dash is lying on the HP, representing it as an resting on XY line. Okay, so just observing this cone from the front, you can completely see the base. So therefore, base is completely visible in the top view. Sorry, in the front view. I'm sorry, in the front view. So you can see the complete base, which is an ellipse, also, which is completely visible in the front view. That's why the entire ellipse, that is A dash, B dash, C dash, that smooth curve what we have drawn, it is a complete visible base in the front view. Okay, then join from O dash we have got, draw a tangent to this. Always you should be drawn a tangent. Okay, please don't try to join to the point over here, whether in the cone. It's one important thing you should remember. You should draw a tangent. O to G. It is not O to G, it is a O. You are drawing a tangent to the ellipse. It should be a tangent to the ellipse. This is how we will go into join these two things. And also, don't forget to join the axis, representing the axis O dash and O1 dash. So that needs to be joined over there. Okay. O dash 2, and here you have to draw the tangent and you have to complete the final front view. Got it, students? Yeah. So this completes the cones and this completes the solids also. Okay. So if you have any clarification, you can do. Okay. Ayush, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What about rest here? Where they went?
Sir, I don't know.
Huh? This is the problem. Means they will have a lot of problems here. I don't know why they are not. They will come and they will just leave. I don't know what is the reason for that. Okay. So this completes the solids today. Okay. Saturday, I will schedule the test, second internal test. Okay. So please, I will just intimate your friends also. So what best we can do. So please intimate your friends also. Get ready with those question banks what we have given for solids. Something I will going to have. Okay. So only the one module left out is isometric. I will going to start with from next Saturday onwards. Okay. So please try to get the things done. Okay. So if you have any clarification in cones, you can ask Ayush. Have any clarification? Ayush?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so please keep on practicing in your system or in your sketch sheets and complete with your things. Okay, so we'll meet on Saturday. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.